Hello everybody, Frozen here with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, and as you can see, I'm here with the Vanity, what the heck am I talking about? Vampire deck that I showed you in that replay yesterday, and as promised, here it is. Now, guys, this is a Wednesday, so I'm bringing another deck profile. If you want to see the duel, that's the last video, check that out, and of course, I'll be uploading another on Sunday. So let's get into the video now. Vampires. Not exactly what you think about as a meta deck, but I'd say this deck could easily make tier 2. As you can see from the replay, this card too good against Quasar. And it just has a lot of potential for some crazy graveyard plays and some plays with this card right here. It can work against you, but it's definitely a good combo. So let's get into the deck profile. So to start out, we have a Vampire Vamp. Now, this card's a level 7, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. So, its effect is once per turn, when this card or a vampire monster is normal summoned, you can equip one of your opponent's monsters to it, and it gains attack equal to that monster's attack. And if it's destroyed while equipped, it just revives itself. So it's pretty amazing card. I only run one just because it's pretty hard to get out except for special summoning from the graveyard. Of course you're going to go for like Book of Life or something, but it is a really good card to have. Next we have 3 Vampire Shadow. You can run 2 because this card's but I kind of like 3. So when it's normal summon, you basically get another vampire. So easy rank 5 right there. You can go plays with Duke. But, the only problem with it is only the monster that's special summoned by this effect can attack for the rest of the turn. So basically, you have no battle phase, unless you somehow pull out something amazing. But yeah. So, and it can only be used for Dark Monster, pretty much like every other card. Next we got Vampire Duke. This card's really interesting, makes great plays with Vampire Empire. Vampire Kingdom, sorry. When it's normal summoned, you special summon a vampire from your graveyard. When it's special summoned, you send one card, either monster, spell, or trap, from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. And that goes good plays with this, because when that happens, of course, Empire destroys a card on the field. So that's pretty good. Next we got 3 Vampire Sorcerer, one of our other main vampires. I think this is the last vampire actually. But we got, when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to search basically a vampire monster, vampire spell, traps. So it's pretty amazing. You can see him right here in this picture, like the back of him, pretty fancy. And also, his second effect, you banish it from your graveyard. You can normal summon a vampire monster without tributing this turn. So basically it's a great card to dump just to get out some good plays and not have to worry about getting out Duke and Shadow. Next we got Unizombie. Our tuner works so much better than Plague Spreader. You don't have to worry about running Malicious. But, and its level changing swag just lets you do so many things, so it's really good. We got 1 Zombie Master, pretty much a staple for this deck. You can run 2, but I think 1 works a lot better. 3 Mizuki, obviously. Dump this card, get a free monster back. The plays are real. 2 Goblin Zombie. 1 because when it inflicts battle damage, it activates Empire's effect, and also you can search when it's destroyed. So it's got a little bit of insurance, and I think that's pretty good. And for the last monster, we got a Dark Armed Dragon. If you play a Dark deck without Dark Armed, what's wrong with you, child? But anyway, next for the spells, we got a lot of spells here. You can build a more trap-heavy build. We got a lot of tech in here. Got 1 Book of Life and 1 Soul Charge. Those are your main 2 from the graveyards, WAG stuff. 2 good. You can run 2 Book of Life, but I think just 1 in a Soul Charge is good. Really amazing. Soul Charge should be banned. Like, this card is too OP. Next we got Allure for consistency. This deck needs more consistency. If you can fit in like a few, like, you know, upstarts or something, or maybe even duality, then definitely go ahead. This build just doesn't run them. because sometimes you will get some bad hands, and Allure's the only thing out of it. Raigeki, staple. Foolish, obviously, for a deck that revolves around the graveyard, you need Foolish. 2 MST for pesky back row. 1 Burial, considering Mizuki and Sorcerer both remove themselves from play to activate their effect. I've gotten out of plenty tight spots with this card. It's really good. You got 2 Monarch Stormforth. Do I even need to explain it? Just too good. This card works with any tribute summoning deck, and it's just amazing. Vampire Empire. This card is the field spell and is also really interesting. So basically, zombie type monsters gain 500 attack during damage calc. So basically, everything gets a 500 attack boost except Dark Arms. So that's really good in the first place. And also, when a card is sent from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, target a card on the field, you dump a vampire from your deck, so that's a plus, and you get to destroy it. You can make so many plays with this card. And sometimes you don't even need, like, a Sork's effect or whatever to activate it. You can just, like, if you're playing against Shadows or something, I know they're, like, falling out of the meta, but still, if you're playing even against Necroses, this activates all by itself, and it's just really good. Next, Dragon's Mirror. This is some tech. It's great to top deck. And that's to summon Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. I believe it is. And all you need is 2 zombie type monsters for this. And it's a 3000 attack beater that like specials tokens on your side of the field. It's insane. So a bit of tech, but it's also really good. And our second tech, we got Mask Change 2 for Dark Law. Don't really need to explain that one. 2 Vampire Shift. This is another vampire card. So basically, if you don't have a field card on your board and you control a zombie type monster, you can play one of these directly from your deck. And also you special summon a vampire from your graveyard. So that's pretty good. We got 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast just to dump pesky cards that you can't get, like that you just can't use, preferably Duke or Sork or something, or Mizuki. And last we got Vanities, so, yeah, don't really need to explain that. I'm pretty sure that's at 1 now, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so if you want to make more of a consistent build, the cards to take out are definitely, like, Raigeki, Mirror, and Mask Change second. If you want a more consistent version of the deck, I just think the tech support works a lot better. Tech support, well. Okay, on to this, we got a bunch of synchros, thanks to Uni Zombie Swag. Black Rose, that's our only level 7. You can add in a Moonlight if you want, just in case you don't want that field clearer, but this comes in a lot of handy. I remember I was in a duel, and I realized I didn't have a single level 7 synchro in my deck, and I facepalmed so bad. It was so bad. I almost cried. Got Beals, easy to make, Void Ogre, Leo, Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust Spark. All pretty self-explanatory. We got 1 Dark Law for the Mask Change. Underworld Dragon, Drago Necro. I just love saying that name. For Dragon's Mirror. And then for our XZs, we got Cowboy, Chain, and Dark Rebel. You can interchange Cowboy and Dark Rebel for whatever you want. But Chain is really good in this deck because it's basically like a double Foolish. So what could you want? For our rank 5s, we got Adrius, and then we have 2 Crimson Knight Vampire Bram. Now this is your main rank 5 you're going to go into with your plays, and he's really good. So basically, you can detach a material and special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard. And I don't even need to explain why that's good. That's pretty amazing. And also, after it's destroyed, during the next standby phase, you get him back. So he's basically undying unless he, like, gets removed from play or something, which is why we have Burial. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below. And I'll see you all next time on Sunday. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Frozen out.